Daily coronavirus cases in the UK have exceeded 100,000 for the first time. And Prime Minister Boris Johnson is facing political struggles as he looks to contain the surge. Simon Bates explains for this week's London Calling. And a reminder, Simon's opinions are his own and not necessarily those of CBSN.
This is a tale of mistrust, of double dealing and betrayal. And it's not over yet.
The ayes to the right, 369. The noes to the left, 126.
Wow. Last week, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson was humiliated in Parliament as scores of his legislators voted against his proposals for more restrictions to deal with the Omicron variant. In desperation, Mr. Johnson had to rely on opposition votes to pass the legislation. The powerful Libertarian wing of his Conservative Party made it clear that it had seen enough state intervention in the name of the virus. Cue an avalanche of headlines proclaiming that Boris Johnson was finished. It was only a matter of time before he was abandoned by his party. His position looked precarious. Infections were growing, but he promised the country that we would have a better Christmas than last year's miserable lockdown. And the scientists then called for even more restrictions, fearing the hospitals would become overrun. About half his cabinet dissented, saying they wanted to see more data. Johnson was forced to play for time, or face an even bigger party revolt, as the Libertarians flexed their muscles. For a day or so, it seemed he was prioritising his party over the health of the nation. And then something strange happened, because although the number of infected people is high, the hospitals are not overrun. Perhaps that's down to our highly impressive booster programme, or maybe people here are conducting their own mini-lockdowns, thus dramatically reducing contacts. The latest feeling is that we might need more restrictions straight after the festive season, in the lead-up to the new year, maybe. But if so, Boris Johnson can truthfully proclaim himself as the man who saved Christmas. So could Santa be about to bring our Prime Minister his biggest present yet, his credibility revived, for seeing us through the Omicron challenge relatively quickly and without a full lockdown? That's London Calling for today. This is Simon Bates for CBS News in Devon.